we've been bringing to you stories of children with learning disabilities and physical disadvantages. We brought you an analysis of these disabilities and also how to deal with them. But today, we are looking ahead. First up, we have the story of two students who have learned to accept their disabilities and are looking towards a brighter future. Here's a look. People suffering from some sort of disability or the other are commonplace in India. Young children who suffer from physical disabilities, in particular, often have their lives written off even before they begin. 18-year-old Vishnu, however, chose to defy all the stories of failure and ostracization that usually burden the disabled.
My ultimate aim in life is to, become a journalist. My main interest as of now it's in sports journalism. So yeah, my ultimate aim is to become a journalist.
Vishnu's teachers describe him as being peppy, hopeful and very articulate. Though his aspirations may be like what any other child in the country would want, he is far from ordinary.
Actually, when he was 1 year old, we realized that there is some problem because his earlier milestones were delayed. So we took him to a doctor, and the doctor diagnosed him as he's a child with cerebral palsy. But for our luck, it was very mild. It was affected only his left hand and leg. So doctor suggested us, doctor's name is Mahadeviya. Till now, he's a patient of Dr. Mahadeviya, but now he is under control, everything is okay. So doctors advised some physiotherapy here in Spastic Society of Karnataka. So when he was 1 year old, that means in 95, we came here and started doing physiotherapy. So within 3 years, he started walking. So every month we used to come from Salem and we normally do the exercise, and he started walking when he was 3 year old.
As saddened as Preeta and her husband were about Vishnu's condition, they refused to let it hamper his future. They resolved to do all that they could to make sure that Vishnu's childhood was as normal as possible. They quit their jobs in Salem and moved to Bangalore, where they were promised better facilities and care for Vishnu. But that didn't immediately improve his prospects. To truly see a difference, they needed to make a tough decision of putting Vishnu in a school that understood his needs.
Being parents, they should accept first, otherwise nothing won't work. If you accept, if you feel that if somebody told you that your child has some problem, we should really accept it. Then be positive. That is what even Vishnu also, he is very positive. That worked him also. That helped him also. Because even we parents, so many people, they ask me, why did you put Vishnu in special school like that? But I don't know, I never felt like that. I thought here he got all the exposure. So even I feel, I want to tell all the parents, if they are having some problem like this, they should accept it, then they should do everything, then everything will be okay. That is my, from my experience, I realized that.
And what an improvement the school brought about. Vishnu discovered that he had always been a thespian at heart.
You have to stay positive, strong and confident. That's the only tip which I have to tell, because I have it from my own experiences. We had done that stage show as a part of our Silver Jubilee celebrations. So it was actually fun actually. We used to work together every afternoons. So I actually hadn't experienced such a like that ever before. That was for the first time when I was experiencing such, working together. We were like, we worked as a whole family. Yeah, the teamwork was, seen in it. So I joined SSK, speaking of positive and confidence, I joined this Spastic of Karnataka in 2005. I've had a lot of memorable experiences. I have performed in various stage shows like The Lion King, which we had done in 2005. and several other programs. From those several other programs, from those experiences, I gained confidence.
Vishnu taught himself to ooze confidence at every step of his life by shedding his inhibitions and by being the best he could at any given task. But what really sealed the deal for him in being like any other student in any other school was when he got admission to his college of choice. He says that it gave him the chance of an equal opportunity to be a sports journalist.
I did a course called Mass Communication in my 12th standard. So on learning all those aspects, we had different modules like print, radio, television and all those. So I was actually very eager to learn more about it, like in detail. So our principal, Kylie ma'am, she suggested a few colleges where there is, media courses and journalism courses. So Christ University and Jain University were some of it. We contacted Jain University one day, and luckily it was the final day of submission of application forms for this course. So we immediately rushed to the university and collected the application forms. And I was told that after 2 days I had one entrance test and an interview. I went for the entrance test, and I wrote the test and passed on merits.
His friend Hasneen is another story in the aspiration to lead a life like any other child. Also crippled by cerebral palsy, Hasneen was sent to the Spastic Society in Karnataka because of his special needs. His mantra to staying positive: motivate yourself.
Because you should be first motivate yourself. In that case, I was not full. I was very demotivated. By being with the teacher, such a nice environment and the nature over here, I started reacting to positive things. We were not at all interested in anything. Then teachers started like telling me, do this, do that. You are also capable of doing many things, all those stuff. Then I started like showing the action towards that. Now I have lots of interest doing many other things.
Hasneen and Vishnu are just two students who have proved that being disabled does not mean writing your future off.